So, little Sunday night Nuggets action here. Since I have been up for the past 2 weeks, just looking at SPY. Uh, since we did close down, well, the 50-day on Friday area, I'm looking at see if this area at 440, if that'll hold, if SPY bounces there, or if it reclaims the 50-day and pushes back up. On the weekly side of it, looking at it, I would say that SPY probably would catch a bounce here at that 440 level if it can, because the close right here at the 10-week moving averages. So definitely, and down here you can see that the RSI kind of bounced off the lower Bollinger Band and starting to flatten out too. So we may get some of this selling pressure off. But first up that I do have this week is Target. Go ahead and open that up. So with Target looking here for a weekly breakout here. The weekly, you're looking at a breakout, flip down to the daily side of things. You've already got the breakout on the daily, uh, breakout Thursday. It held Friday, closed just underneath the 21-day moving average on Friday. So with Target, I'm looking for a move above 248.55 to get long, with the target at 251.40 and then 253, which would be the next levels up. A couple trade ideas would be the October 1st 255 call or the October 15th 260 call for a target. Next up, Etsy. Really, really nice looking weekly chart here. Above all the moving averages, the daily and weekly MACDs are both curling bullish. You got the weekly RSI here, bullish uh, near the top Bollinger Band here, with it starting to open up. Looking for an entry above 229, which would be above the weekly high last week for Etsy. Target would be this first at 232.30, and then next up would be 239.50. So a trade idea for Etsy would be the 1015 to 60 call for Etsy on the weekly here, above all of the moving averages, even above the anchored VWAP from its swing high. So Etsy is definitely another one to keep an eye on to start the week. Next one up is Lowe's. So if I take the indicators off here, kind of like looking at Lowe's with a weekly bull flag here. So kind of had a breakout last week. Got to this 212 mark, pulled back. So above 212 for Lowe's. We got the current all-time high at 215.22, and then next level would be 223. A couple of trade ideas would be the October 1st 215 call or October 15 220 call. I'll turn the indicators on. We'll go down to the daily because probably wondering, okay, how did you get the this 223? So I did a fib extension from the all-time high here, 215.22, down to the bottom of this candle where it pulled back and bottomed out before making this next move up. So above 215.22, we have 223.04 and then 227.88 off the fib extension. So I'm eyeing lows to get above and step above 212 to enter that to go long. Next up, Disney. So real quick, Disney here on the daily. You can see, and the indicators off. You can see a bull flag in the works here on the daily chart. Flip to the weekly side for Disney. So Disney had a inside week I already showed the bull flag on the daily chart, and so it is closed above all the indicators here on the weekly side. It's above the swing high anchored VWAP. So with Disney looking to enter calls above 186 or puts below 181, which would be the weekly low last week. So a couple of trade ideas for Disney would be the October 1st 190 call or the October 1st 175 put. Since it did have an inside week, it could go in either direction. But if you look here, zoom out a little bit, Disney is respecting this trend line from the March 16th, 2020 low. So that is one thing to keep in mind, that if it does fall, then you're looking right here at that like 178.50 for possible catch of support off that trend line, and then another move back up for Disney. Next up is U. So Unity, it's nice weekly, but really the daily is what caught my attention on Unity. You had a huge uptick in volume Friday. You're above all the moving averages. And one thing I do like about Unity, as I'm watching here, is you have this gap fill. So from 139.80 above that, looking to get long for the price target right here at the 147.57. And give back. Chart idea for that one would be the 1015 150 or 160 call for that. So I'm looking to play this to the long side for that gap fill, as long as the market allows. Even the RSI is starting to get bullish. You have a MACD pinch right here. So looking for that continued push up for Unity. Another one that I really like, APPS. I know I've seen the bot alerted last week or the week before. And so looking right here for a weekly breakout, it's sitting right here closed above the 10, 21, and 50-day weekly moving averages, just below its anchored VWAP. So I would really like to get in with this getting above 68, with the first price target 72.50, and the next price target be this 78.35. You can see down here that the MACD on the weekly side is pinching and your RSI is bullish. Trade idea would be the 10, 15, $75 call. And even on the daily side of things, really good looking daily chart. It was had rejection, small rejection here Friday at the 200-day SMA, but had a nice uptick in volume on Friday. Next up, Upwork. Before it goes to the weekly chart, you can see here on the daily had another nice pickup in volume Friday. RSI is very bullish. MACD is above the signal line, bullish. It has a small gap fill here on the daily up to like 51.25, but the weekly is watching for, they had a weekly breakout, watching for follow through this week. So like it above 50 $50.10. First price target would be the 53.85 and then 58.80. So it did close last week above all moving averages and anchored VWAP, with a weekly RSI curling bullish, and you do have the MACD starting to curl up. So Upwork is another one to keep your eye on. Next up, Plug. This is one that has had a very rough 2021, but looking at it here on the daily, it so turn this. Trend indicators also, you can see long term from when it made its all-time high back in January. If you draw a line from that tip all the way down, Friday would have been a break above that line. Short term, which goes back to the end of June all the way till now, that's short term. Friday is uh, break above those two trend lines. So you have a long and short term breakout. So you're looking here for follow through. It did close above all its daily moving averages. We do have the RSI bullish. You have a MACD pinch. So if we can get above and stay above 27, I do like plug as a trade. 28.40 would be first target to take some off the table. And then 30.35 would be the next level. Trade I did for that would be the October 8th $30 call, and that is for plug. Next up is Carnival. So they did have news coming out that they will be the first cruise line to start sailing back out of New Orleans. Kind of have a little daily wedge here. Had a nice pickup in volume Friday. MACD pinch. RSI is curling bullish. Um, so what am looking for here is a move above 23.85, get above and stay above it. First price target would be this 24.85, and then next stuff would be 25.66. Couple trade ideas would be the October 1st or the October 15th $25 call. And another thing that I do like about this CCL chart is, so right here you see around this 23.30 level is a point of control for buying and selling, and then you have this big gap in the volume shelf. So I'm just playing that to the long side to get above that 23.85, and then I like to see it get up to that 25.66 level, maybe even 26, and get out of that trade. But really, there's nothing in the way of it all the way up to $28, which is this peak right here. So that is another one to keep an eye on for tomorrow is CCL. And those that know me for have known me for a while know that I like to find those that just are hidden under a rock nobody's ever really heard of. And DBRG is one of those. So this is a real estate investment company. If you can see here from the peak here, this trend line, this is what I'm looking for to get above. So I'm looking for a move above this 670 line. So if it gets above and stays above 670 or 680, which would make the 21 day, I am looking for a target of versus 725, 755, and then $8. So with this one, you had huge volume on Friday with it, with a bounce off the 200-day SMA. It pulled back, found support, bounced off of it, and closed with a nice daily candle. RSI is starting to curl up and to get above the zero line, and the MACD is pinched. When I was looking at the contracts, the December 17th $8 call has a lot of action on it. So that is why I picked that as the potential trade idea for this trade. But that is all I have going into the week. Pretty much, it's a wait and see approach since things are choppy. We do have Fed meeting this week too as well. So just got to play things safe, wait for confirmation. If it means only one or two trades out of the week, then one or two trades it'll be. There's no need to force anything and lose money. But if anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask. Anybody? Very well. No one has anything else to say. I will go ahead and turn things off, and I will see everybody or get on and talk to everybody in the morning. Hope everybody has a good rest of the evening. And thank you for joining me this evening. Can't wait to get back and trade with you guys this week. Fingers crossed for it to be a good week and make the right decisions. So everybody have a good rest of the night.